Welcome back to Gierok Farms. Today we got another baling video for you. It's our third day of baling for first crop, but we got about 10-11 acres today, maybe about 5 or 6 larger loads. Today we're going to be raking with the good old Super MTA and the straight M. Our Oliver, as you can see, is out of commission, and the 686 is hooked up to the other baler. So yeah, we'll be baling with 2 balers today, raking with 2 rakes, and my younger brother will be hauling loads, hopefully. I know that a video on Owen's ducks just came out, but here's a little update on how big they are. I don't know if you guys seen this little fence that we put up yet and how we put the duck house outside. As of right now, we're actually having a little trouble with these guys. We can get them to come out of the duck house, but we can't get them to go back up the ramp into the duck house at night. So if you guys got any tips on what we could maybe do for these little stinkers, it would be a great help, because it's kind of annoying putting them away every night. But yeah, we might have a little bit of lunch here and then we'll start baling. Just got done with lunch where we just got all the balers greased. We might bring down 2 wagons each to go baling right away, because we don't know if one's going to be able to keep up with us very well. We should get done baling pretty quick. Hay's dry. There was a couple green spots here and there when we were raking, but that should be all dried out by now. We gave it about an hour, hour and a half. Then what it'll do here is it'll pull ahead with this one, this rack, get it semi-close, and then we'll just push this one right under the other rack. Looks like we're not hooking 2 to my baler. We'll just go down there with 3 racks for now. I'm sure that'll be plenty anyway. Owen should be able to keep up now, unless he has some troubles with something or whatnot, but this is a pretty simple field. Yesterday we were baling everything up there on Suicide Hill. The day before we got everything up on top of the hill above the barn. Yeah, let's get the baling. Looks like he's gonna be putting down his pickup. I should probably do the same here. Now these 2 balers actually have quite a different age gap with one another, but it's kind of surprising how similar they are though. The only difference I'd really say between the 2 is that the newer ones are a little heavier. Other than that, they're practically the same thing. Maybe the thrower and whatnot's a little different, but same concept. Basically the same knotter yet. Yesterday while we were unloading, we could tell that the bales were a little looser. They were still pretty good, but had to see if we had to tighten a little bit. I know we tightened them a couple rounds, but once you get started, it's always a good thing to get in your rack and see how tight your bales are. You don't want them too tight, but you don't want them too loose. You got to find the happy medium. I think the bales in here are actually pretty good. I don't think I have to do any adjusting. As you can see here. Alright, let's find a new spot for you guys.
It is dry out. And you only wish these type of days we could like capture them in a bottle and let them out when we want to make hay. I mean, it's only like noon and the hay is already like dust. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put you guys somewhere. You guys can clock me on how many bales we can make in a minute here with this here. This is a 575. This is the biggest New Holland little square baler that I know about, as far as with a thrower anyway. This baler was built in, I think, 1989. I bought it in 2000 or 2001. I've had this baler for over 20 years. So it's been good, it's getting worn, but anyway, okay, we gotta get going there. Mason, he's got the old school one. That's a 273. And the only thing you gotta watch out is the big slugs, but when the hay is so dry, it usually slips through anyway. But I actually enjoy baling at that one. It's easier getting around. So here we go. We're gonna set you guys up and make sure you can see everything what's going on. Now you guys time me. Maybe in the comments later on you guys can let us know what we did here, because we gotta watch what we're doing here so we don't mess up. Okay. So we're gonna be moving 6 miles an hour. Okay, that's about as safe as we want to be going, because one thing, the rough terrain, or when it's dry like this, you know, the ground is usually rougher, you know, nothing gives. So this is a pasture field. This is probably orchard grasses, a lot of native grasses. I've never put any, you know, I never put new seeding in here or anything like that. You know, so it's just pastured. And, you know, after the first cutting is took off. Now, when you bale faster like this and you got a big, large windrow like this, typically it makes a longer bale. When she trips to tie the knot, that last flake is, you know, bigger. But when the hay is dry like this, you can really push this baler. As simple as that. They're designed to bale dry hay, and especially grass hays. They slip through so much better and easier, and you don't lose any leaves or anything compared to like alfalfas and clovers and some of these other crops out there. And here we are, what is it? Oh, what are we, the 7th or 8th? I think the 8th or maybe 9th of June 2023. So it's relatively early, considering a lot of years by the time we get to this here field, sometimes we're like 20th of June. Okay. We had a lot of hay 4th of July. I mean, we just didn't have weather before then. And then the grasses are so mature, you know, you can dry it faster with less sun, and usually the ground starts to dry out more as the summer wears on. Well, there's always got to be something going on, huh? Well, it looks like it's been already, it's from fatigue. It was part way through already. You can see here, there's grease in here. It looks like your whole axle broke. and I've just happened to turning the other way. So at least it ain't on some real steep side hill.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we had the
Whole
rim came apart. I was down in the yard bringing a wagon up the hill, and I see a tire rolling down the hill. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what is this from? I was so confused, and then I see my dad running down the hill after it.
So what happened is when the wheel broke, it came up against the shield, bent their shielding a little bit, which is simple. It didn't look like it broke anything else, so it's a matter of an axle, and anybody's guess what that might cost, but it's gonna be an easy fix. It's just a matter of getting it.
Well, at least we got Old Reliable to keep.
We're gonna get this done.
Keep going.
We got to go unload some anyway. We got a half a load on this little white wagon, so otherwise we can pull this off of here, and you can finish topping this load off, and then we'll come back and work on this.
Yeah, look at the rut that gave. Put in the ground.
That's how long it took to stop after it hit.
All right, let's keep dealing with the old one. God, this thing's probably 3 times its age and still kicking a lot better. Only thing this baler does is shear pins every now and then. This one, on the other hand, had 2 tires fall off of it already. I don't think this one's ever had a tire fall off. Well, let's keep baling some hay. We're gonna pull this other wagon back from this other baler right now so we can top off that load. We won't be able to quite finish the field with this wagon, but we gotta go back to the yard and load a couple. Hopefully we can get this pin out. Looks like that might be a little tough. Yeah, the pin's in the ground nice and good. Fun. Got done with the baling part. We maybe unloaded 2 or 3 loads throughout the day to fill up the racks. We got 5 more loads to unload yet, and it's probably 80-85 degrees out, so you know how that is in the hay loft. An oven up there. This baler here got the job done, I guess. It did shear a couple pins along the way. There was a bolt too on the knotter here that came out and screwed up a couple things, so I guess it wasn't smooth travels throughout all today, but now we got it all in and we got a whole bunch of hay to put in. It's almost like bricks of gold. It's a farmer's version of money, if you want to think about it that way. Yeah, let's unload some hay.